Start live. Cell is off. This is on.
What's that?
They're using those pegs. These not pegs.
They're using his peg, your pegs? Okay. That's good. I don't know what this, I don't know how it's been in this building. I just know that one last night was awful.
Last game was awful.
Yeah.
It's nice that these rinks they don't echo.
They don't echo.
Spit on me, man. Yeah, I know, right? Can't hear myself think up here.
What's this guy?
It's for the microphone.
got
It's
the
the
wireless?
receiver. Yeah. Yeah, Jeff got some nice ones, so this one works, which is good. The Thunderbirds game we had at Big Bear, somebody else worked the camera, and I was able to stand downstairs so I could actually
saw
see
you.
a little bit better, and it worked pretty good. Yeah. Oh, look at that! I'm talking already. I didn't realize I was off mute. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to Fargo, North Dakota. Game 3 of the weekend. I'm here just chit-chatting away. For those of you coming back, maybe missed the game this morning, it was a really well-battled game, well-fought game this morning. It just didn't go our way, unfortunately. This afternoon, this game is lined up against Rink Hockey Academy, which is out of Winnipeg. And all scouting reports, which is to say the boys say that this is a very, very strong team. So we can expect this game this afternoon to be tough. But it's kind of a ridiculous thing to say because I feel like we can, at this point, expect every game to be tough and just want to see the boys fighting hard, doing well, making improvements, taking the positives away that they can. And there are a lot of things that we're starting to do better that we really, really struggled with early on. So it's encouraging to see some positive movement. And let's just hope we see a little bit more of that as we go on through the weekend. But yeah, as I mentioned, we expect this one to be a tough one. I don't think there are going to be any gimmies here, so this is going to be boys are going to have to play their best games. We'll just see how it goes. Same as before, we will have Zach Stahl in net for this game. Liam's still recovering. In the last game, we saw, I mentioned that we were playing 4 lines with 3 centers, which kind of mixed things up a little bit. But on top of that, it looked like Coach was mixing around some of the winger pairings as well. So I don't know if we'll see more of that. All I can say is I will do the best that I can. I'll do the best that I can to try to keep up with who's on the ice, who's doing what. Just about 10 seconds left of the warm-up period, and then we'll get going for period number 1. You may have seen the announcement on Crossbar, but there's no Wi-Fi in this building, so we're using a cell phone hotspot today. It seems to be working okay, but the best I can tell you is we'll do the best we can, and hopefully we'll keep a network connection and it'll carry us through. So, boys over there rounding up, trying to get themselves pumped up for a good game today. It is an excessively loud rink in here because there's such an echo that hopefully you guys can hear me okay. Hopefully I can hear myself okay. It appears that out on the ice to start this first period, we're going to have Wilton, Sarver, Whitted, Espirito, and Wheeler. And as I mentioned before, Zach Stahl in net. You can expect that probably for the rest of the weekend. All right, here we go, getting ready to start period number 1. Not sure what we're still waiting for. Oh, trying to get time up on the clock. Scorekeeper's trying to get time on the clock, and they've got 1 minute and 80 seconds as opposed to 18 minutes. Too much time, the longest lead in ever. All trying to get the clock straightened out. This doesn't bode well for how the rest of the game's going. God help us if there's a penalty through the game. There we go. Hey, got 18 minutes on the clock. Okay. Good mess. All right, here we go. Period number 1. Tied up on the face-off. Rink skates out with it. They're into the Rampage zone with it. Feed it down low. Espirito's going to get there, and we have a penalty coming to the Rampage seconds into the game. Johnny Sarver for a slash, if I understood the signal correctly. I'll tell you what, I didn't see it, but Rampage on the PK, 17 minutes and 43 seconds left in the first. Out on the ice, we've got Drexel, Whitted, Wheeler, and Espirito. And we'll be back with you in about 10 minutes once we get the time for the penalty up on the board. $17:43. So anybody watching at home, the penalty will go until 15:43 left in the first. Really? Yeah. Not sure what the issues are with the clock, but we got somebody coming over to help. It looks like we finally got 2 minutes on the clock. Tied up on the draw. Puck goes back behind the Rampage net. Espirito in the corner doing battle. Puck comes up. Drexel picks it up. He's going to skate out of the zone with it. He feeds it up. Whitted's into the zone. Goaltender sends it back up. Drexel turns, takes a shot. Goaltender makes a save. Whitted gets poke checked into the corner. Sorry, the puck gets poke checked in the corner by Whitted. Rink has it back behind their own net. Out of their own zone now. Up, Whitted with a quick steal. He's going to turn and send it back into the Rink zone. Goaltender's going to collect it. Whitted's going for a change. Gets slashed by a player on his way back to the bench. He took reception to. Rink comes up, drops it back into their own zone. Skating through neutral. They're into the Rampage zone with it. Feed it up to the blue line. Back to the point. Puck across. Sticks in the way. Puck comes back up to the blue line. Rink across to the far side point. Shot taken. Deflects up. Gets knocked down by a player. Doesn't make it through. Gudonis tying it up with the player up against the boards. Roberts is in there. Tries to send it up the board. Still stuck on the wall. Gudonis turns and sends it up to the point. Rink player picks it up. They're going to feed it back down the far side wall. Send across to the point. Back to center. Goes, misses the pass. It's coming up and does not make it out of the zone. They keep it in the zone. Right on the blue line. Rink with it down low. They're going to feed it up. Back up to the blue line center. Over the near side point. Sent across. Shot taken. Deflects up and over. Rink with it way down low. Feeds it up to the near side. Shot taken. Merrill gets a boot in the way of that one. Rink's going to send it up. Nobody's there. They send it out of the zone on themselves. No icing. Play will continue. Roberts on the forecheck. 2 seconds left in the penalty, and penalty expired. Rampage back at full strength. Excellent penalty kill by the Rampage boys right off the bat. Rink coming back into the zone with speed. Takes a shot, deflects off a stick, back behind the net. Rink turns, sends it down low. They pick it up in the low side corner, send it back up to the point, and back down again. McManus is in there. Puck tied up down low in the corner. Rink skates it off the wall, sends it across. Shot taken. Stahl has it in his glove. He's going to hang on. .14 left in period number 1. Out on the ice, we've got Rahosian, Foster, McManus, Huff, and Bisley. Rampage win the draw, goes back to the corner. Bisley sends it around the boards over towards Rahosian. He's going to pick it up. He skates off the wall with it. Rahosian through center, into the zone. Foster's got it. A little bit bouncing back and forth, and Rink coming out of the zone with it. They're coming back into the Rampage zone with speed. 2-on-1 developing. Shot taken. Stahl with the save. Puck ends up in the far side corner. Comes back out, deflected. Stahl with another save. Puck tied up down low. McManus gets in there. He turns, changes direction, and comes over to the near side. Bisley's going to pick it up. Bisley sends it across to Rahosian. Puck comes out. Rink has it. They turn around, coming back the other direction. And we have a whistle for offside, maybe? I don't know. It seemed like a late whistle if it was offside, but I think that's what we got. Out on the ice, we have Bender, King, Whitted, Wheeler, and Espirito. Rampage win the draw. Whitted has to come back forward, tips it up and out of the zone. Bender's there, a little back and forth at center. King's going to pick it up, skates in, takes a shot. Goaltender has it in his glove. He's going to hang on. 14:25 left in period number 1. Face-off in the Rink Hockey Academy zone. Rampage win the draw. Back to Espirito. Goes just past him. He's going to have to hustle to come back for it. He's got a player on him. Espirito sends it off the boards over to Wheeler on the far side. Wheeler up to King. Deflects off a stick. Comes out to neutral. Little back and forth. Now Rink has it. They skate back into their own zone with it. Send it up and through. Doesn't connect. That should be icing, and it is. Face off in the Rink Hockey Academy zone. 14:03 left in period number 1. Out on the ice, Sarver, Whittingham, Wilton, Espirito, and Wheeler. Rampage win the draw, back to the point. Wheeler sends it across to Espirito. Espirito skates in, takes a shot. Goaltender has it. He's going to hang on. Face-off will be on this side. 13:55 left in period number 1. Tied up on the draw. Rampage win it. Whittingham kicks it back to Espirito. He skates up the near side wall. Centering pass attempt ends up down low behind the net. Gets sent up to the near side boards. Wilton turns around with it. Gets poke checked away and then takes a puck back. Centering pass, and Rink is going to skate out with it. Espirito gets there, turns it around. Rink back into their own zone with it. They're going to send it across to the far side now. Puck comes, Wheeler picks it up. He's going to send it over to Espirito. Espirito takes the red line. He's going to skate it into the Rink zone. Sends it down low. Wilton's back behind the net. Starver picks it up. Centering pass attempt. Bounces up and off the goaltender. Comes out front. Starver sends it across to Gudanis coming in. Loses it on the stick. Has to go back and wrangle it in. He dumps it. Puck ends up in the near side corner. Rink sends it cross ice into the Rampage zone. Gudanis picks it up. He gives it to Merrill. Merrill up to Roberts. Roberts makes a move. He skates through. He's into the zone. He's going to dump it behind the net. Rink across to the far side. Drexel turns and holds it, and then Roberts takes a shot. Goaltender makes a save. 12:38 left in period number 1. We got Drexel, McManus, Roberts, Merrill, and Gudanis on the ice. Rampage win the draw. Drexel sends it up to Gudanis, back to Drexel. Drexel takes a shot. Goaltender makes a save. It's loose. Ends up back behind the net. Roberts is in there. He picks it up, feeds it. It comes all the way up to Merrill at the point. He turns around, sends it down the wall. Kicked off the wall. It looks like a Rink player is going to skate with it. They send it out. They're through. They're into the Rampage zone. Drop it to the point. Puck goes on net. Stahl's going to turn it aside. Goes to the far side wall. Rink with it down low. They turn and hold at the point, drop it down the far side wall. Centering pass attempt, doesn't quite connect, ends up on the near side wall. Puck comes up, Roberts is with it, into the zone by himself, sends it just wide of the net. It's going to end up on the far side wall. Puck pinched on the wall. Rink with it in the Rampage zone, takes a shot from the blue line. And with 11:39 left in period number 1. Hard, quick shot, but from way up top. That ends up sneaking past on the stick side down by the skate. Out on the ice, we've got Rahosian, Whitted, Foster, Huff, and Bisley. Tied up on the draw. Rampage are going to come up with it. Rahosian sends it over to Bisley. Bisley chips it up. It's into the zone. Rink with it. They turn around, send it up and out. Bisley's going to have to rush back and get it. Bisley sends it into the corner. Whitted picks it up. Has to pull back. Takes a look. Sends it up to Rahosian. Rahosian through. He's going to skate into the zone with it. Makes a move to the outside. Drops it back for Huff. Huff drops it in down low. Puck back behind the net. Foster's in there. Rink sends it up and out. And it comes up to Blaze Wheeler. Blaze makes a move. He's going to skate through. Into the zone with it. Takes the outside wall. Centering pass. Nobody home. Rink's going to turn around, come back the other way. Rahosian breaks it up, though. Keeps it in the zone. Puck comes to the near side. And Rink is out of the zone with it now. Little back and forth, and a Rink player just happens to catch it. Stahl with a nice save. Secondary shot attempt, and Espirito gets in the way of that one. Foster's back into the zone with it. Rink pulls up on the wall. Gets pinched up on the near side, down low. Foster pulls it off the wall. Puck comes across to Wheeler. Wheeler takes a shot up and over. Whittingham has to come get it. He's going to dump it down low behind the net. King is back there. Ian King sends it up to Wheeler at the point. Wheeler turns, takes a shot, deflects off a body, and the goaltender is going to hang on to it. We'll get a face-off in the Rink Hockey Academy zone. 10 minutes and 6 seconds left in period number 1. Out on the ice, Ian King, Jack Whittingham, Nathan Bender, Alex Espirito, Blaze Wheeler. Tied up on the draw. Rink wins the faceoff, sends it back and around to the near side, up and out of the zone. Espirito has to hustle to get back there. There will be no icing. Tied up on the boards. Whittingham's going to pull it off. He sends it across to Bender. Bender dumps it down low into the far corner and gives chase. Rink sends it around to the near side. Up to the blue line, comes just out, and Merrill tries to hold up. Accidentally sends the puck back over the blue line. Rampage are offside. Out on the ice, McManus, Sarver, Merrill, Wilton, and Gudonis. Rampage win the draw. Back to Merrill. Merrill's going to dump it down the boards to the other side. Gudonis is in there pinching in, trying to keep it down in the corner there. Puck comes up the wall and out. Wilton has to recollect, sends it over to Merrill. Rampage have to tag up. Merrill takes the red line, dumps it in. Goaltender loses his footing back behind the net. Rampage can't quite get there. Rink sends the puck hard up and out of the zone. Gudonis recollects. He makes a move to the near side, then dumps it for Merrill. Merrill sends it across to Sarver. Sarver off the wall to McManus. Poke check, doesn't advance into the zone, and now the puck is tied up right in front of the Rink Hockey Academy bench. Wilton and Sarver are in there. Puck back into the Rink zone and then gets chipped back up again. Gudonis puts a big hit on. McManus sends it over to Merrill. Merrill up, tipped off of Wilton's stick and in, so play will continue. Tied up on the wall, Sarver's in there. He sends the puck high up to the point and busily manages to hold it in the zone. And now Rink's gonna send it up and just comes out, just came out and back in again. This offside. So 8:30 left in period number one. Scores 1-0 in favor of Rink Hockey Academy. Face off outside the Rink zone. Out on the ice, we've got Drexel, Whitted, Roberts, Bisley, and Huff. Rampage win the draw. Back to Huff. Huff's going to dump it into the zone. Rink's there on the wall. They send it across to the near side. Up and out. Not into the Rampage zone. Rink has to hold up, tag up. They send it across to the far side. They turn. They're into the Rampage zone. Poke check sends it out. Drexel's going to pick it up. Takes the red line. He's going to just slide it into the Rink zone down low. Gives chase. Sends it out. Nobody home. Rink sends it across the other side. They send it up and out of the zone. Huff turns it back the other way. Whitted's got it. Feeds it. I'm sorry, that was Roberts. Feeds it up to Whitted. It's into the zone. Rink has it back behind the net. Whitted giving chase. Puck goes up to the other wall. Rink's going to send it around to the near side. Up the wall, still in the zone. Drexel keeps it in. Sorry, it's all tied up right at the point. Comes across. Rink sends it out. Whitted with the takeaway. He's into the zone with it. Drops it for Drexel. Drexel feeds it back to Whitted. Shot taken. Goaltender makes a save. 7:23 left in period number one. Out on the ice, we've got Wheeler, Espirito, Rahosian, Whittingham, and Foster. Rink wins the draw. Back behind the net, they're going to send it to the far side. They send it into the zone. Back behind the net. Rink with the takeaway. They're going to keep it in the zone. It's down low. A bunch of Rampage players in there. Ends up on the far side wall. Rink sends it around to the near side. Wheeler gets... No, doesn't get there. Sorry. Puck still in the zone, and now it gets deflected up and out of play. 6:49 left in period number one. Faceoff will be in the Rampage zone. Out on the ice, we've got Foster, Rahosian, Whittingham, Wheeler, and Espirito. Pretty neutral on the draw. Rink comes up with it. They send it across to the far side. Wheeler sends it over towards Espirito. Bounces off the boards. He's going to send it out Doesn't connect. Deflects off a stick back into the Rink zone. Foster's in there. He's got a couple players on. The puck comes up and out. Espirito has to rush over to grab it. He turns around, drops it for Rahojan, goes off a stick, and Rink comes into the zone. Rahojan does a great job getting his skates in the way of the shot. Puck still in the Rampage zone for now. Rink has it up at the point, sends a shot. Stahl with the save. Whittingham picks it up. He turns, he skates with it. He's going to send it up to Foster. Foster Rahojan. Rahojan through center. He's into the zone, sends a shot on goal. It deflects. Goaltender deflects up into the net. And out of play. 5:59 left in period number 1. Out on the ice, we've got King, Bender, McManus, Merrill, and Gudonis. Rampage win the draw. Back to Merrill at the point. Merrill skates to the near side wall. He's still got it down low. Gets tied up down low in the corner. Got a couple of Rink players on him. They send it across to the far side. Feed it out. And Rink, with a little speed, comes in. Zach Stahl with an excellent save. Rink player gets a step on our guys and gets behind and had a little bit of open space. Nice save by Zach Stahl. 5:40 left in period number 1. Out on the ice, Sarver, Whitted, Wilton, Gudonis, and Merrill. Rampage win the draw, back into the corner. Sends it over to Merrill on the near side. Comes up and out in a steal by Rink on the pass. They're going to turn around, send it to the other side. Skates in the way, and now a little bit broken up. Wilton with the steal. He's going to turn and send it, and that goes into the bench and out of play. So faceoff's going to come back to center ice. Rampage win the draw. Back to Bisley. Bisley takes the red line. He's going to dump it in. Puck goes around to the far side corner. Comes up the wall. Whitted pinching in. Holds it up on the wall. Puck tied up a little bit. Comes back to Sarver down low. Centering pass attempt. Goes off a stick. Rink's got it. They skate out of the zone. Goes off a stick. Huff has to come back for it. He sends it over to Bisley. Bisley lead pass to Whitted. Deflects off a stick. So play will continue. Rink picks it up down low in their own zone. Centering pass comes up and out of the zone. Bisley has to hustle, come back for it. He's back in his own zone, changes direction, drops it for Huff, who sends it up the wall for Wilton. Wilton sends a pass, deflects off a couple of sticks back into the zone. Rampage going for a change. Rink's going to get it low in their own zone, send it across to the near side. A little back and forth. Rink sends it back into their own zone in the far corner. Sends it across to the near side and back again. Comes across, and the puck gets deflected up and out of play and into the bleachers. And some lucky fan has themselves a puck. Out on the ice, we've got Drexel, Roberts, Whittingham, Wheeler, and Espirito. Face-off will be at center ice. 4:03 left in period number 1. Rink wins the draw, sends it back into their own zone. Across to the near side. Across, it deflects off and into the zone. Wheeler has to go after it. He's got a player on him. He makes a move. Player blows a tire. Roberts tries to kick it off the boards, and now he's going to backhand it out of the zone. Rink picks it up. They turn and they send it. Rink back into the Rampage zone. The pass across, doesn't quite connect, ends up on the near side wall. Held up down low in the corner. They're going to send it up to the point and back again. It's to center, shot taken, goes wide. Puck tied up on the near side wall. Up to the point. Rink takes a shot. Drexel gets a stick in front of it. And now Roberts has got a little bit of room. He's into the zone. Zach Roberts sends it up and over and into the netting. Had a quick opportunity there. 3:13 left in period number 1. Face-off will be in the Rink Hockey Academy zone. Out on the ice, Foster, Rahosian, McManus, Merrill, and Gudanis. And they're going to take the face-off outside the zone because it was our guy that threw it up and out of play and into the netting. Hate to say it, I actually agree. That was the right call. Rampage win the draw. Rahosian tries to send it across, gets deflected, ends up way back in the Rampage zone. Gudanis and Rahosian are there. Gudanis sends it around to the near side. Rink skates off the boards with it, feed it up to the blue line. Shot taken, Stahl with a save. And we get a stoppage. We'll have a face-off in the Rampage zone with 2:55 left in the first. Same crew out as before. Got an early jump on the face-off. So we'll have a change of player. Tied up on the draw. Rink tries to take a quick shot off the face-off. Gudanis sends it up the wall. Tied up on the boards. Comes back to McManus. McManus picks it up. He turns and skates with it behind his own net. We've got what could be considered a pretty big interference penalty. Rink with the takeaway. They're back into the zone with it. Make a move to the outside. Puck slides through the crease and ends up in the near side corner. Off the wall, it's going to come out now. Foster picks it up. Skates out of the zone. Rink sends it back into their own zone and then back up again on the near side. They're into the Rampage zone. Post check by Whitted. He's coming back the other way. He's into the zone, holds up momentarily. And now the puck comes back out of the zone. Ian King sends it over towards Huff. Huff back towards King. King to Bisley, just off the stick. Puck still tied up in the zone. Bisley with the takeaway. He's going to skate back towards his net. Try to get set back up again. Sends it up the near side boards. Goes to King. Comes up the boards and a shot by Rink. Bisley tips it up. Bender sends it out into the Rink zone. Rink has it. They skate back behind their own net. Ian King applying pressure on the forecheck. Puck bounces off the wall. King turns, tries to take a shot, gets deflected wide of the net. Whitted sends it low to high up to the point to Huff. Sends it back to Whitted. Whitted off the wall, turns, takes a shot. Goaltender, it started to trickle through and he sat on it in the crease. We had a lot of very excited people there for a second as it looked like it was maybe going to bounce past him. 1:11 left in period number one. Face-off in the Rink Hockey Academy zone. Out on the ice, Espirito, Wheeler, Whittingham, Sarver, Wilton. Rink wins the draw, back into the corner. They try to send it back behind the net, up the other side. Puck comes up and out. Wheeler tries to pin it on the wall, sends it back in, but Rink has it back. Rink sends it, deflects off the stick. It goes the distance. That should be icing and is. So we get a whistle. Face-off will be back in the Rink Hockey Academy zone. 54 seconds left in period number one. Same group out as before. Tied up on the draw. Rampage are going to get there. Wilton skates to the far side, dumps it around the boards and chases it. Tries to drop it the other way. Nobody's home. Rink sends it up the boards, out of the zone, and back. Espirito has to hustle. He gets a player tied up on the boards with it. Puck comes back out of the zone. Rink's going to send it in, and they are offside. 31 seconds left in period number one. This one actually should go to center, but they're going to do it right outside the Rampage zone. Out on the ice, Roberts, McManus, Drexel, Wheeler, and Espirito. Rink with the win. They bring it back in their own zone, send it up. Espirito is going to pick it up. Over to Drexel. Drexel's into the zone with it. Sends a shot and goes off the skate and ends up in the corner. Rink sends it up the boards. Espirito pinching in, holds it in the zone. And Drexel chases it, tries to center the pass, and now Rink with a steal. They're coming back the other direction. With speed into the Rampage zone, centering pass attempt. Shot gets held up, and Stahl's gonna sit on it just as time expires in period number 1. So your score after 1 is 1-0 in favor of Rink Hockey Academy. Overall takeaway from that first period is, I gotta be honest, I like what I see so far. Lots of good hustle, lots of, lots of grit. You can tell these teams are not gonna be afraid to hit each other. And I think that's how it's gonna be, but the boys are battling it out. And, as I mentioned before, this is a good hockey club they're playing against. The kids are pretty big, they're fast. And our boys are doing everything they can to not give them an inch. So I do like seeing that. Let's hope they can dial it up even more for period number 2.
14-10 them. Not 2-1. We gave up another 15 shots in the first period.
Yeah. All right, out on the ice, start period number 2. We've got Sarver, Whitted, Wilton, Gudanis, and Merrill. And we are waiting to get time up on the clock. There we go. We got 18 minutes on the scoreboard. Rampage with the draw. Sarver's got it. He's going to dump it into the zone. Wilton applying pressure on the forecheck, puck up the wall. Sarver pulls it off the wall, changes direction with it. Rink's going to pick it up. They're out of the zone. Little back and forth, and now comes to Gudanis in his own zone. Gudanis feeds it up and out of the zone. He's got to give chase. Nobody's there. Whitted picks it up. He's in the zone, kicks it out to Sarver. Sarver takes a shot. Goaltender with the save. He's going to hang on. We'll get a face-off in the Rink Hockey Academy zone. Out on the ice, Merrill, Gudanis, Whittingham, Drexel, and Roberts. Rampage win the draw, comes back to Gudanis, holds it in, turns and sends it to Drexel on the near side wall. Drexel skates it up, drops it for Gudanis. Quick move, gets poke checked, and now it's tied up on the boards. Drexel pulls it off the boards, sends it, goes off a boot, and then Rink's going to send it out of the zone to the far side. They're into the Rampage zone with it. Gudanis picks it up. He makes a move, sends it over to Merrill. Merrill feeds it up to Roberts, comes off the boards. He's into the zone with it, tries to make a move, gets poke checked into the corner. Puck goes to the far side. Rink with it, kicks it off the boards. Drexel with the steal. He skates to the near side. Rink with the puck, send it up and out. Across to the other side, Huff with the steal. Drops it for Roberts. Roberts turns, sends it to Whittingham. Whittingham's going to turn and dump it into the zone. Roberts pulls it out, sends it up to the point. Shot taken, goaltender with a save, ends up the near side corner. Rahosian feeds it up to Huff. Deflects off a stick. Rink is going to skate out of the zone with it. And they're going to dump it in the Rampage zone off by a solid 4 feet. Puck comes up to Whittingham. He's going to turn with it. Sends it across to Roberts on the far side. Roberts going to chip it into the zone, go to the bench for a change. Rink has it deep in their own zone. They turn. They're going to send it across to the far side. And does not connect. That should be icing, and it is. So we get a whistle face off. We'll be back in the Rink Hockey Academy zone. 15:53 left in period number 2. Let me get that updated on here. I'll get that figured out eventually here, folks. Out on the ice, Foster, McManus, Espirito, Rahosian, and Wheeler. Looks like Rink comes out of the draw with it. Send it up. A quick steal by Rahojan. Turns, tries to send a shot, gets deflected up, ends up on the far side. McManus tying it up on the boards. Tries to feed it out, comes up to Wheeler. Wheeler takes a shot, goes just up and over. And Rink is going to clear it. Wheeler has to come back for it. He's got a player on him. Makes a move to the outside. Feeds it just past up to McManus. Goes off of a body, comes back in offside. 15:25 left in period number 1. Out on the ice, Bender, Whitted, King, Espirito, and Wheeler. Rink wins the draw, sends it across to the near side. Gets deflected off a stick, goes wide of the net. Espirito's got to get there. He's got a player on him. Whitted comes in, and then Rink tries to feed it out. Wheeler skates in the way. Espirito tries to send it up. Shot gets deflected, and now puck back behind the Rampage net. Espirito has to try to go after it in the corner. Ties up a player in the corner. Comes out to Rink. Rink takes a shot. Stahl with the save. It ends up back behind the net. Centering pass. Fed. I don't think that shot made it through. King's going to send it up and out. Rink comes back for it. Now up and out of the zone. Poke check by Whitted. He's going to turn around, come back the other way. Gets poke checked on his way into the zone. Rink back the other direction. Centering pass attempt. Puck goes wide, ends up back behind and on the near side, and Gudanis with a big hit, and I think we're going to have a penalty coming to Max Gudanis. 14:22 left in period number 2. Rampage will be on penalty kill. Out on the ice for the PK, we've got Whittingham, Huff, Roberts, and Merrill. Waiting for time to be put up on the clock. That has been a theme of the day. All right, time up on the clock. Rampage win the draw. Merrill's got it down low. He turns, sends it up the boards. Held at the point. Rink sends it back down. Goes back behind the net. Rink sends it up to the far side and back down again. Comes up the wall. Cross ice to the near side point. Back to center on the blue line. Back down low. Shot deflects off of a player, ends up in the corner. Rink sends it across to the near side. And Whittingham's going to pick it up. He skates it out of the zone. He's through neutral, into the zone with it. Whittingham, the outside, takes a shot. Goaltender makes a save. There's a rebound. Rink's going to pick it up. Coming back the other way into the Rampage zone. Bisley ties it up, sends it up to Roberts. Roberts is going to chip it up in the air. Does a nice job of clearing it without icing it. Just about a minute left on the penalty kill. Roberts is in the area to apply pressure on the forecheck. Rink holding up back behind their own net. Roberts is going to make a quick run to the bench for a change. Rink sends it to the near side. Skating through, sends it across to the far side. They're in the Rampage zone, takes a shot from the top of the circle. With 13:11 left in period number 2, Rink Hockey Academy goes up 2-0 on a power play goal. Out on the ice, we've got Sarver, Wilton, Wheeler, Espirito, and McManus is coming out. Tied up on the draw. Rink feeds it back into their own zone. Cross ice to the near side. Cross ice to the far side. They feed it through. Poke check doesn't quite send the puck out of the zone, so Sarver has to come back for it. He turns, sends it across. Espirito up and out. Rink sends it back and cross ice again to the other side. tipped up and into the Rampage zone. Espirito has to go grab it behind his own net. He sends it back over the other side to Wheeler. Wheeler sends it up to McManus, who sends it out, and the puck into the zone. Sarver's got it on the far side. He holds up, centering pass attempt. It gets tipped, and then it's going to deflect and go back in the Rampage zone. Blaze Wheeler has to hustle. He's got a player on him. He sends it up and out. Rink turns, sends, doesn't connect. That should be icing, and it is. 12-11 left in the first. They've got the scoreboard all messed up. They've got 1-1. I wish that were the case, but it's actually 2-0 in favor of Rink Hockey Academy. Out on the ice. Out on the ice, we've got Drexel, Whitted, Roberts, Gudanis, and Merrill. Rampage win the draw, comes back and back again. Puck now, Rink with it, out of the zone. Deflects off a stick, going to end up low in the corner of the Rampage zone. Tied up down low, Whitted with the steal, turns with it. Comes back behind the net. Rink sends it up the boards. Gudanis has it, sends it out of the zone, and chip, and it's back in offside. 11:45 left in the second. I'm getting some feedback that we lost the stream, but I can't see anything here. So I'm not sure if you guys are getting this or not. So I'm going to keep talking, and we'll take a look at the ice cut. Rampage win the draw. Back to Gudanis. Gudanis over to Merrill. Merrill sends it into the zone. Roberts giving chase on the forecheck. Rink sends it around the boards to the near side. They kick it off the wall. They're going to skate through into the Rampage zone. Centering pass gets turned around. Out of the zone. It came out of the zone. No call. They let play continue. Poke check by Roberts. He's going to steal. He feeds it up to Whitted. Whitted's into the zone. He's got somebody with him. Drexel on the far side. Gets poke check. Tries to center the pass. Drexel turns, takes a shot. Goaltender makes a save. He's going to hang on. And we've got a penalty coming to Rink Hockey Academy, so Rampage will be on the power play. 11:09 left in period number 2. I know. Out on the ice to start the power play for the Rampage boys. We've got Sarver, Drexel, Whitted, Espirito, and Wheeler. Rampage win the draw, back to Wheeler at the point. Wheeler sends it over to Espirito. Espirito holds it momentarily and then gets it poked out. Rink coming out of the zone with it. Espirito has to hustle back. He's got a man on. Poke check by Sarver is going to send it down low in the Rampage corner. Puck back behind the net. Whitted has to wrangle it in, pick it up. Cross-ice pass for Sarver, doesn't connect with anybody, and it goes the distance for icing. Faceoff's going to come back into the Rampage zone. 10:44 left in the period, 1:36 on the penalty kill for the power play for the Rampage. Out on the ice, we've got Whittingham, Roberts, Wilton, Merrill, and Bisley. Rampage win the draw. Back to Merrill at the point. He sends it up, deflects off a stick, comes down into the Rink zone where Rink's going to get there. They feed it up. Bisley has it in his own zone now. Sends it across towards Roberts. Roberts feeds it off to Whittingham. Whittingham's going to skate through. He's into the zone with it. Rampage are offside. 1:13 left on the power play. 10:21 in the period. Out on the ice, we've got Sarver, Whitted, Drexel, Wheeler, and Espirito. Rampage win the draw. Back to Wheeler. He's going to hold, look, sends it over to Espirito. Espirito over towards Drexel. Drexel's into the zone with it. Gets a poke check that's going to send it up and out now. Espirito wriggles it back in, sends it over to Wheeler. Wheeler up and through, goes to the Rink player. Drexel with a quick poke check. Whitted's in there as well, but Rink has it now back out of the zone. They dump it into the Rampage zone. 45 seconds left of power play time, but so far Rampage haven't been able to set up. Espirito controls the puck on the far side. He's going to skate with it. Takes a red line, feeds it through to Sarver. Sarver kicks it out towards Drexel. Drexel makes a move to the outside, drops it to the point. Wheeler picks it up. He's at the point. Sends it down low to Drexel. Cross ice to Espirito. Espirito up to Wheeler. Wheeler over to Sarver. Sarver down to Drexel. Drexel up to Sarver. Sarver takes a shot. Goaltender makes a save. Bounces up and over. It's going to go to the far side. Espirito sends it down low. Comes down to Drexel. He feeds it up to Sarver. Sarver down to Drexel. Back to Sarver. Up to Wheeler. Shot taken. Goes just wide of the net. Rink with it. And they've got a player out of the box. They don't connect. And that goes for icing. Try to take advantage of the player coming in the play out of the box. 9:01 left in period number 2. And faceoff will be back in the Rink Hockey Academy zone. And we have a penalty coming to the Rampage to Boone Whitted, but I didn't see the call. I didn't see the call. On the icing, I think the faceoff will be just outside the Rampage zone based on the penalty. So with 9:01, Rampage will be on the PK. We've got Roberts, Whittingham, Merrill, and Gudanis. Rink wins the draw. They're going to send it across to the far side. They turn. They're skating through neutral. They're into the Rampage zone with it. Rink sends it up to the blue line. They turn, skate, send it to the outside. Feed it in. Gudanis gets skates in the way, and he's going to send it up, but not out. Held at the point. Back down again. Centering pass. Gudanis gets a stick in the way. Rink recollects. Sends it across to the far side point. Shot taken. Stahl with a save, and on the second shot, it goes wide of the net. That's going to come up and out of the zone. Rink has to tag up. Send it across to the near side. Rink's going to dump it in around to the far side corner. Minute and 14 left on the PK. Rink has it down low. They send it up to the near side point. Back down again. Back up again. Cross to the middle in the blue line. Cross to the far side circle. Shot taken. Stahl with the save. Rebounds there. It's bouncing around. Rink's going to come back out for it. We've got some tired penalty killers on the ice right now, as is often the case in these second period penalty kills. Rink skates the boards. Come off. They're going to turn and dump it. They've got it back behind the net. Send it up to the circle. Whittingham with a poke check, and Rink's going to recollect. Skating the blue line now. Send it over to the far side circle. Shot. Body's in the way. And now Rink's going to send it up and out of the zone. They're going to have to tag up. Just 17 seconds left on the power or penalty kill for the Rampage. Puck goes down low. Merrill gets there. He's going to send it up, but not out. Rink on the blue line takes a shot. Stahl with the save. He's going to hang on. And we will get a chance to get a couple of fresh penalty killers out there. And with 7:05 left in the second, we're going to go to an ice cut. So when we come back, the faceoff will be in the Rampage zone. Rampage have 4 seconds left on the penalty kill. Score is currently 2-0 in favor of Rink Hockey Academy. I'm going to go on mute for a little bit, rest my voice.
suffering more
All right, folks, welcome back.
when it has bad.
You're ready to start the second half of this second period. As I mentioned, 7:05 left in the period, 4 seconds on the penalty. Face-off will be in the Rampage zone. Rampage currently down 2-0. I may have mentioned this before, but so far I like our fight in this game. I mean, boys are battling. They're fighting it out the best they can. This is a very good team. They're big, they're fast. They're not afraid to be physical. And we're taking it to them absolutely the best we can. Out on the ice, we've got Sarver, Wilton, Wheeler, and Espirito to start this second half. Rink wins the draw. Puck comes back through. Wheeler's going to pick it up. Chips it up and out of the zone. Whitted out of the box and into the play. Espirito's going to send it to the outside. Whitted with a steal. Skates up the wards with it. Takes the red line. Sends it across to Wilton. Wilton tries to get a shot off. Boots in the way. Puck gets tied up down low. Wilton's going to come skating out behind the net. Goes to the far side wall, gets tied up. Rink's going to come out of the zone with it. A chip by Wheeler is going to send it back in. And Rampage are very offside. And it's still to be determined this tournament whether or not we're getting delayed offside calls or immediate offside calls. So boys aren't really sure what we got going on. Out on the ice, we've got Sarver, Wilton, Whitted, Gudonis, and Merrill. Rampage win the draw. Back to Gudonis. Over to Merrill. Back to Gudonis. Puck comes up, goes back. Merrill's going to send it. It's going to bounce into the Rink zone. Rink has it, sends it back behind their own net. Cross ice pass doesn't connect. That's going to go the distance unless it's on net. It is. So Stahl has to play it. Puck comes up and out of the zone. Goes back in again. Gudonis is there, sends it up the boards, gets tied up on the boards. Still in the Rampage zone. Rink makes a move, poke check by Whitted. He's going to take it away. He skates it out of the zone, takes the red line. He sends it across to Sarver. Rampage are offside. Man, they're really slow on those whistles. 5:50 left in period number 2. Faceoff will be just outside the Rink Hockey Academy zone. Out on the ice, we've got Roberts, Whittingham, Drexel, Bisley, and Huff. Tied up on the draw. Roberts kicks it off the wall. Rink, a little back and forth right at center, and Rink's going to dump it on the Rampage zone. Puck goes deep into the zone. Bisley sends it around to the other side. Up the wall to Drexel. Drexel skates with it. He's into the zone with it, takes the outside, ends up in the near side corner. Roberts up to Huff. Huff feeds it back down to Roberts. Roberts turns. Puck gets deflected, ends up low. Drexel sends it up the boards, gets chipped up, and now Rink skating out of the zone with it. They're into the zone. Bisley picks it up, back behind the net, feeds it up towards Drexel, deflected off the stick, but that's going to be icing. 5:04 left in period number 2. Faceoff will be back in the Rampage zone. Out on the ice, we've got Foster, Wheeler, Espirito, McManus, and Rahosian. Tied up on the draw. Rink's going to send it up and out. Cross ice to the near side. Take the red line. They turn and dump it. Puck's going to end up in that far corner. Espirito sends it up the wall. Puck comes up but not out. Rink sends it back down. Puck back behind the net. Wheeler sends it around the boards to the near side. Tied up on the boards. Foster's there. Chips it up and out of the zone. Rahosian takes a glove to the face and advances into the zone and then gets poke checked by a loose stick that was sitting on the ice. McManus wrangles it in. He's going to dump it into the zone. Foster giving chase. Rink sends it up out of the zone now. McManus over to Wheeler. Wheeler turns, makes a move. He's going to skate into the zone with it. Wheeler holds up top, takes a shot. Goaltender makes a save. McManus with a second shot and takes a stick to the face mask. And we've got no penalty coming. 4:09 left in period number 2. Out on the ice, Bender, Whitted, King, Gudanis, Merrill. Rink wins the draw, send it back behind the net, over to the far side. They chip it up and out of the zone. There was speed into the Rampage zone now. Held up, and a shot from the top of the circle. With 3:59 left in the second, and Rink Hockey Academy goes up 3-0. Out on the ice, we've got Sarver, Huff, Whittingham, Wilton, and Bisley. Rink wins the draw. Send it across to the far side. Back again, goes off the stick, comes all the way back into the Rampage zone. Bisley picks it up, turns direction, sends it up the boards. Miscommunication between Wilton and Huff there, and Rink come back, send it low to high. Shot goes wide of the net, comes around to the near side boards. Puck gets deflected, goes across the far side, gets dumped down low, back behind the Rampage net. Bisley gets there, feeds it up. Whittingham's going to skate it out. He's into the Rink zone with it, feeds it across. Puck bounces, goes up against the wall. Sarver's there. Centering pass attempt, goes off a skate, ends up behind the net. Wilton with a big hit, and now Rink's going to clear it. Bisley has to come back for it. Sarver drops it for Wilton. He turns, feeds it up towards McManus. Sarver into the zone at the point. Tries to feed it across, goes off a skate. Huff tries to turn it around, and now Rink's going to recollect. They're back in their own zone behind the net. They send it, doesn't connect with anybody. They wave it off. It wasn't touched, and Huff reached out for it and couldn't reach it. That should have been icing. Wheeler has to collect behind his own net. The puck comes. We lose the handle, turnover right in front of the net, and the Rink player is there to put it in the corner with 2:29 left in period number 2, making the score 4-0. Out on the ice, we've got Wheeler, Espirito, Roberts, McManus, and Drexel. Rink wins the draw back into their own zone. They feed it up and out. Espirito turns, sends it up the boards. Rink coming back the other way. They're going to turn and dump it into the Rampage zone. Wheeler sends it up the boards. It comes out. Rink feeds it in. Deflects in. Puck down low behind the net. Sends up the near side boards. It's going to go over to the far corner. Espirito's got it. He sends it up the near side. Roberts turns, he chips and sends it the distance. Not enough for icing. Drexel's going to give chase on the forecheck. Rink sends it around to the near side. Roberts ties it up on the boards, keeps it in the zone. Drexel's applying pressure on the forecheck as well. Puck goes to the far corner. Whitted's in there. It's got Drexel with it. The puck comes out and Rink collects, sends it across to the near side. They're through neutral. Get tied up and they're offside into the Rampage zone. 1:15 left in period number 2. Out on the ice, Gudanis, Rahosian, Merrill, Whitted, and Foster. Rampage win the draw. Back to Gudanis, sends it up to Foster. Foster turns, loses the handle, and now Rink's going to send it back into their own zone. And Rahojan comes in, blocks the pass out, keeps it in the zone, holds it up on the boards, Whitted down to Foster. Foster takes a shot, couple of shots, couple of saves by the Rink goaltender. Gets fed up the boards, Whitted to Rahojan. Rahojan tries to take a shot, sticks in the way. Puck still in the Rink zone. Foster down low with it, back behind the net. Puck goes into the far side corner. Rahojan goes in to try to keep it tied up. Does so. He chips it down low. Rink's going to send it around to the near side now. Just about half a minute left to play. Puck comes up to Whitted on the wall. Up to Gudanis at the point. He feeds it over towards Foster. Foster down to Whitted. He sends it up to Gudanis. Gudanis across to Merrill. Merrill makes a move. He comes in, and now Rink's going to chip it up and out of the zone. 15 seconds left in the period. Gudanis sends it across. Rink gets a stick in the way. Gudanis has to recollect. Up to Whitted. Back to Foster. Foster's into the zone. 5 seconds left. Oh, over to Ian King. Just can't quite connect on the pass as he's coming in. And time expires on period number 2. So your score after 2 is 4-0 in favor of Rink Hockey Academy. Not crazy about that second half after the ice cut. Rampage got to jump back in and try to keep the pressure on. I mean, we are able to apply pressure. We just have to have everybody going. So here's my goal for period number 3. I want to see our boys win period number 3. We're down 4-0. That's going to be quite the hole to dig out of. I'd be ecstatic if we could see them put more points on the board than they let in period number 3. That's my goal. That's my wishes. All right. We'll see who's going to come out to start the third. Looks like we got Sarver, Wilton, Whitted, Huff, and Bisley. Rampage wins the draw. Back to Bisley. Bouncing on him. He sends it up to Wilton's going to chip it in. Into the Rink zone. They're back behind the net with it. Send it to the near side corner. They send it up. Unable to clear. But still in the zone, tied up on the near side wall. Whitted pulls it off the wall. He turns, feeds it down towards Wilton. Bouncing on him. Shot taken. Goaltender with a save. Puck comes up and out. Across. Huff has to try to get there, tie it up. Whitted's going to send it out of the zone, and then Rink sends it back in. A little bit of back and forth at center ice. Rink has it back into their own zone with it. They're going to send it across to the far side. Ends up in the corner in their zone. Whitted's going to go in and apply pressure on the forecheck. Ties up the puck temporarily. Rink sends it up the near side wall. Fed up and out. Huff over to Wheeler. Wheeler tries to send it back to him. Deflects off a stick. Ends up back in the Rampage zone. Huff over to Wheeler. Wheeler takes it. Turns. He's going to skate with it. Makes a move to the outside. It's through neutral. Takes the red line and sends it into the bench. We've got a whole lot of talking back and forth, and that needs to stop. Out on the ice, we've got Drexel, Whittingham, Roberts, Wheeler, and Espirito. Rink wins the draw back into their own zone. Send it across to the near side. Up and out and across into the Rampage zone with it. Centering pass attempt. The flex goes just wide of the net. Whittingham feeds it up and out. Rink turns around. Whittingham with the steal. He's back into the zone with it. Takes the outside wall. Tries to drop it. Drexel's there. He's got players on. Sends it back down to Whittingham. Comes out. Rink attempts to clear. Unable to do so. Drexel holds it just inside the line. comes back to a Rink player who's going to skate back behind the net with it, try to regroup. They send cross ice pass to the near side, comes up to neutral. Espirito chips it back the other way. Rink's going to have to pick it up in their own zone again. Cross ice to the near side, sends it up, deflects off a stick. It goes into the Rampage zone. Espirito picks it up, sends it across. Wheeler sends it across. Drexel takes it, and their Rampage were off sides by a full stride. Play continues. McManus turns and sends a shot just wide of the net. Drexel's in there, turns on the wall, tries to drop it in the corner. Nobody's home. Rink picks it, sends it up the wall. Send the pass off the wall. It's out to neutral. They're going to regroup, skate back towards me, and then back the other way. Into the zone, takes a shot, goes wide of the net. Fed up off the boards, and now Drexel's going to poke it out. Armani Foster coming in. He's into the zone with it. Some cross-ice pass, and to Gudanis, and the defenseman from Rink Hockey Academy makes a nice poke check to deflect the shot. Puck comes back. Merrill over to Gudanis. Gudanis back to Merrill. Merrill into the zone, skates down low. Gets dumped behind Rink Hockey Academy net. Rahojan's in there, ties it up on the board, sends it up to Foster. It goes off his stick. It's going to come out of the zone. Rink into the Rampage zone, drop it to center. Rahojan back checking, forces a player to the outside. Pass deflects off a stick. It's going to roll all the way back into the Rink Hockey Academy zone. 14:20 left in the game. Rink Hockey Academy skates in the near side. Cross ice to the far side. They're into the Rampage zone with it. Tied up on the boards. It's going to go down to the corner. Huff's going to send it around to the near side. King kicks it off the boards, and apparently we have a penalty coming for a high stick. Looks like Brendan Huff for a high stick. I did not see that one either. I saw the signal, but I didn't see the play that, or whether it was a good call or not. I can tell you that these Rink Hockey Academy kids are running their mouths big time, and refs are doing absolutely nothing about that. So out on the ice, we've got Wilton, Sarver, Wheeler, and Bisley. Rampage come up with it. Bisley's going to chip it out of the zone. Sarver picks it up. He's through. He's in the Rink Hockey Academy zone down low. Sends the puck to the far side. Sarver's going to go after it. He turns it around, holds it on the wall, tying up the puck. Wilton's in there as well, keeping the puck tied up in the Rink zone. We've got 5 Rink Hockey Academy players in there, and Wilton and Sarver. Rink comes out with it, skate back behind the net. They're into the near side corner. Sarver applying pressure on the forecheck. Rink's going to set up behind their own net, try to regroup. Quick move made. Player's going to skate to the outside, send a cross-ice pass. It's going to end up on Bisley's stick, who's going to chip it up and out of the zone. Wilton turns it around, sends it the other way. Rink's going to take their time, skate behind their net, get set up again, make a move to the middle, into the Rampage zone, shot taken, Stahl with the save, and secondary shot on the rebound is going to go in. So with 12:54 left in the game, Rink go up 5-0 on a power play goal. Out on the ice, we've got Foster, Rahojan, McManus, Merrill, and Gudanis. Puck comes back in the Rampage zone. Gudanis drops it for Merrill. He takes a look, goes off of a stick, centering pass attempts, and now the puck comes out to center. Rahojan's going to skate with it. He's through neutral zone. He's into the Rink Hockey Academy zone. Moves to middle, sends it across the near side wall. Puck still in the zone, tied up on the wall. Now it's going to come out. Comes back to Merrill at neutral ice. Sends it across to Gudonis, back to Merrill. Merrill feeds it up, deflects off of Foster's stick, goes up and into the zone. Rink has it, sends it cross ice to the near inside, sorry. Gudonis turns it around. Foster is going to skate into the zone with it, takes the outside lane, tries to make a move, puck ends up in the corner. Rink picks it up, they're going to skate to the outside, through neutral, into the Rampage zone with it. Puck gets deflected out to the corner. Rink with it, they're going to skate to the outside, send it across to the near side point. Send it in from up top. Gudonis is going to deflect the puck wide of the net. Sends it up off the boards. Puck comes up but not out. Rink's going to turn around, take the shot, deflects off a stick, ends up at the corner. Espirito dumps it. Gudonis is going to send it around to Espirito on the near side. Up and out of the zone now. Rink with it. They have to regroup. Send it back into their own zone. Foster with a poke check. Breaks it up momentarily. And now Rink with the puck into the Rampage zone. Wheeler with the takeaway. Sends it off the boards. And now Foster's going to bring it off the boards to center. Rink turns around, coming back the other way. Wheeler gets some skates in front of that one. He's going to chip it off the boards. Comes out of the zone. Rink's going to recollect. Sends it across ice to the far side. Back up again. Puck back in the Rampage zone. Wheeler turns with it. And Espirito gets a stick in the way. Rink feeds it up to the point. Cross ice to the far side. Shot taken from the top of the circle. Stahl with a save. He's going to hang on. 10:24 left in period number 3. Face off in the Rampage zone. Out on the ice, Bender, Whitted, Huff, King, Bisley. Rampage win the draw into the corner. Huff ties up with a player back behind the net. Rink's going to come up with it. They dump it, try to change direction. They feed it up, poke check, and now Bender feeds it out of the zone. King picks it up. He's through center. Takes a shot from up top, goes up over the net, ends up in the near side corner. Whitted's in there. Got a couple players on. The puck comes up to Huff, who sends it back. Puck still in the zone. Whitted picks it up, takes a shot from up top, goes off a body and wide. King on the far side, he's going to dump it. Comes across to the other side and up and out. And now Rink with a quick steal. They're going to be in the Rampage zone with it. Takes a shot, Stahl with the save. They turn, take a shot from the other side. It goes off the boards and ends up on the far wall. Player wrangled it in and sent the shot wide. Bender ties up on the boards. Whitted holds it, sends a pass across to King. Comes out of the zone. King's going to go after it. He's into the other zone. Rink player loses his stick. They're going to send it up and clear. Huff has to recollect at the red line, wait for everybody to tag up, and he dumps it back in. 9 minutes left in the game. Sarver drops it to the far outside corner. McManus is in there. Back behind the net, doing some battle. Rink sends it to the far side wall. Now Rink's going to kick it off the boards there through neutral zone into the Rampage zone with it. Puck comes up and out to Merrill. Merrill to Wilton. Wilton up. Sarver's after it. He sends it towards the goaltender. Goalie turns it aside. Gudonis is in the far corner. Down low looking for Sarver. Puck comes back up. But not out. Wilton holds momentarily. Comes back to Gudonis. Feeds it down to Sarver. Sarver to center to McManus. Oh, good opportunity. I think it just goes wide of the net. Gudonis feeds it back to McManus. McManus to Wilton, back to McManus down low. McManus ties it up in the corner down low. He's got Sarver in there to try to help him out. Puck tied up right in the corner. And Looks like Rink's going to come out with it. They send it around the boards on the far side. Gudonis just overskates it. Now Rink coming back into the Rampage zone with speed. Boots in the way. Now Gudonis is going to recollect. He skates back behind his own net up to Sarver. Sarver tries to feed, and now Rink with the steal coming back the other way. Centering pass attempt. Shot goes wide of the net. It ends up on the far side wall. Comes up and out. Sent across to the near side. Rink takes the red line. They're going to chip it in. Whittingham makes a move to the outside. He feeds it up. It goes through. It ends up in the Rink zone. Rink with it. Behind the net. Send it to the near side. Espirito collects. He's going to send it off the boards. Comes out. A Rink hockey player is there to collect. He chips it into the Rampage zone. Back out again. Into the Rink zone. Back into the corner. Puck comes out. Rink's going to skate it back into their zone and then back out again. True neutral into the Rampage zone with it. Fed up front. Rahosian with the steal. He's going to skate with it to the near side. And he's into the zone before the puck. We are offside. 6:21 left in the game. Faceoff will be just outside the Rink Hockey Academy zone. On the ice, Roberts, Drexel, Whitted, Wheeler, Espirito. Rampage win the draw. Back to Espirito. Over to Wheeler. Wheeler into the zone. Chipped way up. Espirito has to come back for it. Over to Wheeler on the near side. He's skating, looking, turning. Sends a cross-ice pass. Ends up on a stick of a Rink Hockey Academy player. They make a move to the outside. They're into the Rampage zone with it. Shot from up top. Goes wide of the net. And a big hit by Espirito. And now the puck comes out to Roberts. He's going to feed it to Drexel. Drexel's into the zone with speed. Carter Drexel tries to take a shot. Gets deflected, goes wide of the net. Puck out of the zone. Bisley sends it. We've got an elbow coming to the Rampage. In the melee, it looks like Brendan Huff. A little bit of a scrum going on. Yeah, we've had one. And so with 5:34 left in the game, Rampage are going to be back on the PK. Out on the ice, we've got Gudonis, Merrill, Foster, and Wilton. Rink wins the draw, sends it to the point, back down the wall. Fed back up to the point, back down the wall. Centering pass, they're going to send it across to the far side. Shot goes through, ends up on the near side wall. Fed back to center, shot from up top. Stahl gets a piece of that one, sends it wide. Merrill sends the puck up the boards, but not out. Rink feeds it back down the near side. Rink with it back down below the net, up on the near side wall. They pass it up to the blue line, center, across the ice to the far side point. Centering pass is going to go right back to the outside. Puck comes up to the point, fed through, and now a steal by Gudonis, who's going to take it out of the zone. And now Foster's coming in with the poke check. He's into the zone, loses the handle on his way in. Rink reclicks in his own zone. Rink's going to skate through into the Rampage zone with it. They turn, skate to the outside. Shot taken, Stahl with the save. He's going to hang on. 4:16 left in the game. .42 seconds left on the penalty kill. 4:16 left in the game. Out on the ice, we've got Whittingham, Sarver, Wheeler, Espirito. Rink wins the draw, comes up and out of the zone. Send it across to the far side. Sarver with pressure on the forecheck. Puck comes through, doesn't connect. That's icing. Lead a whistle. Face-off be back in the Rink Hockey Academy zone. 4:04 left in the game. 31 seconds on the PK. Rampage win the draw up to the point. Puck comes out of the zone. Wheeler has to come back for it. Sends it across. Espirito chips it up. Rink turns it around at center ice. Into the Rampage zone with it. Shot taken, deflects up and over. Ends up in the near side wall. Puck goes across and back again. A poke check is going to send it to the near side wall. 8 seconds left on the PK. Heck behind the Rampage net. Turn, puck deflects into the near side corner. Rampage just now at full strength. Sarver turns with it, sends it, looks to send over to Whittingham. He's into the zone. Backhands it. Goaltender makes a save, goes up into the netting. 3:23 left in period number 3. Out on the ice. King, Bender, Merrill, McManus, Gudanis. Rampage win the draw. Back to Merrill at the point. Takes a shot. Bounces off some bodies. Ends up in the far corner. Bender pulls it off the wall. Tries to feed it to center. King's there. Trying to get a stick on it. Rink collects it behind their own net. Merrill pinching in. He's going to keep it up front. McManus is there. Makes a move. Feeds it. Puck was in the crease for a second, comes up to Gudanis. He takes a shot, goes wide of the net. Rink collects, sends it up and out of the zone. Quick turnaround, and now the puck's going to come to the near side wall. Sends it across to the other side, through neutral, into the Rampage zone with it. Merrill sends it up and out. Poke check to Rahosian, blows a tire, and now a little bit of back and forth. Puck ends up in the Rink Hockey Academy zone. They send it across to the far side. Quick poke check's going to hold them up momentarily. They send it back into their own zone. Cross ice to the near side. Cross ice. Gudanis gets a stick on it, but it's going to bounce in front of the Rink Hockey Academy player. They're into the Rampage zone. Turn, they're going to drop it down the wall. Down low into the corner. Huff's in there applying pressure. Puck comes out right to center. And a shot from in between the circles with 1:57 left is going to put Rink Hockey Academy up 6-0. Out on the ice, we've got Drexel, Roberts, Whittingham, Huff, Bisley.
Run the hockey rink.
Yeah.
We are.
Yeah, All right, got time clock back up. Rampage win the draw. Bisley's going to feed it up to Drexel. Little turnaround. Bisley's going to chip it into the zone. Rink sends it over to the far side. And pass, Whittingham gets a stick in the way. It deflects out to the far side. Rink is into the Rampage zone with it. Whittingham with the steal. He's going to skate out of the zone. Over to Drexel. Loses the puck, and now Rink coming back the other way. Centering pass. Bisley gets some skates in the way. Puck down low. Puck comes up to Drexel. Rink with the takeaway. Whittingham with the puck back behind his net. He skates out through. Puck comes up and out to Wheeler. Wheeler sends it across towards Drexel, deflects off a stick into the zone. Rink into the zone, and then it comes right back out again. McManus picks it up, sends it off the boards. Now Rink turns around and dumps it in the Rampage zone. Just about a minute and a half left in the game. Esperito picks it up behind the net. Off the boards, up and out. Drexel's going to deflect it into the Rink Hockey Academy zone. Puck goes off the skate, comes to the near side. Deflects off the stick, goes to the far side. Shot goes off the side of the net, ends up behind and now to the far corner. Rink dumps it. McManus is going to get there. Sends it up towards Wilton. Esperito chips it up and out. Played with the high stick, so we have a stoppage. 58 seconds left in the game. Face-off will be in the Rink Hockey Academy zone. We've got Wilton, McManus, Sarver, Esperito, and Wheeler on the ice. I don't know what just happened. We had 50 seconds left on the clock, and they just called it for reasons unknown. So, sorry, folks. This is a pretty terribly run tournament. I'm going to go on mute for a second. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow morning.